The next frontier for humanity, space has everything we could possibly imagine, and 1,000 times more. As if wondering what the meaning of life is wasn't enough, now we wonder what possibilities could possibly happen in the endless dark void called outer space. Here are the top 10 places in space that you would want to visit, provided that you're safe from harm. As with every countdown, this list is purely opinionated and shouldn't be taken factual. If you're ready, then let's start. Number 10. Earth is a somewhat varied planet compared to other planets in the universe. Some planets are either deadly cold or deadly hot. However, Gliese 581c stands as a planet that has best of both worlds. Being on the tidal lock, one side of the planet is always facing its star, and the other side is always facing away, making one side the exact opposite of the other, but with the same harmful effect of killing you instantly. What's more, there's only a sliver of surface on the planet that could potentially be possible for life to exist, but stepping outside that ring would immediately prove disastrous. Number 9. Yet another planet in this monstrous solar system is Gliese 436b, otherwise known as the planet of burning ice. This planet is made of solid ice, the very same as in our world. However, it burns hot at an astounding 400 plus degrees Celsius, or 300 degrees more than water's boiling point. The reasoning behind this may be the planet's immense gravity keeping the ice held together, but it sure would be a sight to see within the planet itself. Number 8. As if being lost in an ocean wasn't bad enough, a planet made entirely of ocean exists, and is nightmare fuel for many people. However, there exists a giant rain cloud, so to speak, that consists of 140 trillion times the mass of our own oceans. That alone is impossible to imagine, but getting lost in that giant water cloud would be interesting, to say the least, considering this cloud surrounds a quasar, one of the most powerful forces in the universe. Number 7. The dreams of many people in our world, the Diamond Planet, or 55 Cancri E, is said to be made of mostly pure diamond, and at only 40 light years away, which is right next door in galactic terms, could be a potentially successful tourism planet. Though the diamond in the planet could render the industry itself worthless, having a tour of the interior of the potentially beautiful planet would be the dream of billions, provided no one sees Doctor Who's Midnight episode. Number 6. The Cold Star is a brown dwarf star that is almost room temperature in terms of how hot it is. Considering the heat of certain stars like our own sun, which we depend on, the Cold Star seems to defy the laws of nature, yet in reality it's one of many similar dwarves in the universe. However, having a future expedition to set foot on an actual star would be quite an inspiring achievement for many. Number 5. The Pillars of Creation, otherwise known as the Eagle Nebula, is a particularly inspiring sight to see an image, let alone seeing it in action. The nebula is shaped that way because it is currently creating stars, much like the universe's nursery. To see life be born is amazing in itself, but to see stars come to life, even if it takes millions of years, it would be worth the wait. Number 4. The most Earth-like planet ever found to this day, Kepler 438b, has to make this list simply because any sane person would want to visit a possible second Earth. To clarify, this may be the only planet so far that we know of that we would not even need a spacesuit to venture in. To take that into consideration and put an expedition in action would be one of humanity's greatest achievements, given that the world isn't occupied to start with. Number 3. Though not as impressive as colliding galaxies or stars billions of miles in diameter, the Eye of Jupiter is one of the most massive storms in our solar system, and to see it roaring for hundreds of years makes the imagination go wild. It is a storm that can fit 3 Earths, and if one were to venture in the storm in the most protective gear in the universe, only the unimaginable would be seen around for thousands of miles. Number 2. In theory, a wormhole can link one area of space to another. As of recent, a more realistic wormhole, if it were to exist, would be Interstellar's 3-dimensional rift in space, almost incomprehensible to consider a shape. Seeing one of these holes would lead to the ends of the universe, or even bring potential guests to our doorstep. Whatever the case, one can only hope for the theory to be clarified through seeing one in action. And number 1. The only other thing that would be worth visiting after a wormhole would be theoretically outside our own visible universe. There is something that is pulling galaxies and galaxy clusters away from our observable universe, and we have no idea what it is, but can only call the phenomenon the dark flow. Theories suggest that there is something unimaginably massive pulling these clusters further and further away, and that it would be another universe alongside ours that is closing in nearby. In order to even understand what is going on, one must venture to the edge of the observable universe, and even then, only an infinite number of questions will be waiting as to what's going on. Hello everyone, and thanks for watching yet another video of mine. If you want to see more of my content, subscribe to Roy Corona by hitting that awesome button below this video. I'll do my best to make at least 2 videos a week, so stay tuned, and don't forget to share this video, and prepare yourself for another one. Until next time, I'll see you later.